What's going on, everybody? C4, welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 6 of our Madden 22 Pink Slips franchise season 2 with our creative team, the Vancouver Grizzlies. We sit 3-2. We had a 2-game losing streak, and then we had a 2-game winning streak. So I don't really know where the hell our team's at, because we're playing a game and simming a game. There's no rhyme or reason that a 67 overall team should be winning in the sim. But what we did was we took on the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Defense, not as hot, but we beat them in the sim. We won Sam Hubbard. We got a big time player. So like anytime you get a win in the sim, it feels like you're stealing one. So today's episode, we're gonna have week 6. We have a game here against Miami, 1-4. We'll go to the bye week, and then I actually will include that week 8 game against Seattle. Much like we did at the beginning of the last episode, we will figure out which one of these two teams has the better potential upgrades, the more realistic upgrades. And then that'll kind of decide how we kind of go about things. Do need to say, though, I wasn't actually planning on uploading a video here today on Sunday. I thought I was going to take it easy. But I woke up today, Saturday, looked at my YouTube. I was just curious. I was like, what are people saying in the last Pink Slips? What kind of player are we going to get from our victory over Tennessee? And I got a little thing on YouTube. It's like, hey, congrats. You've got like 1,000 subs in the last 2 weeks, which is very good growth for my channel in the state of Madden on YouTube. So like that motivated me. I was like, you know what? I'm going to record another Pink Slips. Kids are sleeping. I'm going to record another Pink Slips. That's what we're doing here today, episode 6. So thank you guys for the love and support. It's very much appreciated on my end. You guys have been crushing the like goals. Again, I like to hit 1,500 if you guys are feeling generous. If not, just getting that that 1K likes, 1K thumbs up makes me feel real good. And if it is your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Or if you know and you have buddies, you have family members that support and watch Madden content creators on YouTube, but they don't check me out, hey, put them on to C4. Maybe they'll like what they see and they'll stick around. But point being, let's just get right to it. We beat the Tennessee Titans, and the last thing that's kind of waiting up right now is what player are we going to steal from the Tennessee Titans? And we're going to take this comment from Deshaun, who said, add Caleb Farley with the +8. You really need that #1 corner. I absolutely agree. I think that was the best option. So let's kind of set that trade up here and add a lockdown, a long-term corner on our team. So we're going to be using the max of our 8-point upgrade here, which is always ideal. The only thing that does stink about this potentially is the fact that we are giving up a straight up, like an authentic Canadian. Like this team is built up on Canadians and players that had their rights in the CFL. So like American players couldn't make it in the NFL, went to the CFL. But like, there's a couple guys that are actually Canadian. Devon Campbell is one of them. Like, in terms of Canadians, there's not a lot of us in the NFL. He's one of the better ones. He's probably top 10 for sure. Canadian in the NFL. He's solid for the Chargers. But there, it comes to the point in time where like that's where we started. We're not going to be able to get to the heights that we want to try to achieve here in this series by just keeping and developing all these things. Especially, I mean, if Campbell was 24, 25, I probably would consider not even suggesting this. The fact that he's 28, probably pretty close to his ceiling, you got to make a business decision. And you look at, they look like different species of humans. You look at Tavon Campbell, 69, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, 91. You know what? Actually, I'll take that back. He's actually a pretty good athlete. 91 speed, 90 acceleration, 90 jumping, 73 man. That's kind of it for his abilities. Then you look at Caleb Farley, 6'2", so he's 2 inches taller, 10 pounds heavier, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 91 jumping, 93 agility, 76 man coverage, 70 zone, 76 press, 71 catching. It's just, yeah, it just makes too much sense to make this deal. And whenever we get to that spot where we get at risk of losing players, getting players poached, I think we'd have to definitely reassess making Caleb Farley a team captain. But for the time being, doesn't really matter. And we're excited to have a freak of nature in the back end on our secondary. So before we figured out and kind of cherry pick the best team, best opponent for this week, got 47 staff points here for Doug Peterson. Let's keep on keeping on here. And I think given the state of Doug Peterson, we should try and keep it realistic, like try to get this tree how it would actually fit for Doug Peterson. And when it comes to player growth, you have defensive player growth or offensive player growth. Clearly, we're going to focus on the offensive side of things. And we're going to try to quickly, like versus, buying 2 for 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Let's just get our way as quickly as possible down this player growth tree so you can get this one. Final piece, very important, very powerful ability to have. And we'll probably get there by the end of this season. Okay, so it's cherry pick time. we got to see between the Dolphins and the Seahawks, what team has the best players in that bubble slot. You know, again, the bubble. Like the range that we're talking about. Because, I mean, you throw in our team captains, it kind of throws the range out of whack. But ultimately, we're going to say, like, no one, like 80 and below. We're not getting many players. We have, like, 2 guys that we could probably, between Onyemata and Justin Reed, that could give us an upgrade that's higher than an 80. So, I mean, for the most part, we're gonna pick the team between the Dolphins and Seattle that have the best players that are under an 80 overall. Like, right now, like Jalen Waddle, that's the high end. Like, that'd be probably one of the only few players that if we got to win, that's only a 1-point upgrade from Claypool or 2-point upgrade from Claypool. So we will consider that. But again, I am, you know, the integrity of a series, the blueprint of how I made this Vancouver Grizzlies team was to get top Canadian talent. I really don't want to be flipping rid of all those guys, you know, halfway through the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, ideally, someone like Claypool stays with here to the end, and we look at upgrading. You know, Palmer. We have 2 other N'Keal Harry, he's 74. So there's what, 7 points. You get Jalen. I will tell you right now, I would 100% flip N'Keal Harry. We don't need all Canadians, just some. So I mean, Jalen Waddle, that's very interesting. Will Fuller is pretty good, pink slippy. You got Van Ginkel. I've used him a time or 2 in Madden. He was pretty good. Jerome Baker's great middle linebacker. We got Jalen Phillips, who would be a beast coming out the edge. Scheme fit as well. Needham, Myles Gaskin. I mean, Tua, not so much. At Bognahy, Robert Hunt on the O-line would be a nice upgrade. Raekwon Davis, D tackle. Brandon Jones. Caleb Saw. That was part of the, getting rid of the Jags as we transformed to the Vancouver Grizzlies. All right, there's actually some pretty good. I'm impressed with the Dolphins. It's going to take a lot for Seattle here to kind of knock us in a different direction. Look at that Seattle. What do we have here? Rashad Penny at running back. Sidney Jones. DJ Reed in the secondary. Cam Robinson. We could go Gator bias. Get Carlos Dunlap, one of the best Gators the last couple years. Last couple years feels like, what has it been, a decade? 11 years in the league. Disley. We got Cody Barton at linebacker. He's actually kind of fun. Darrell Taylor's a beast. One of those guys that was... I like Darrell Taylor a lot coming out of Tennessee, but he got overdrafted by Seattle, and that kind of like tarnished it slightly, but he's had a hell of a year this year. Kiki Kuti, Marquise Blair, Tugo Amadi, Damian Lewis, Dwayne Eskridge is there. Got some speed of wideout, 71. Bless Austin. More Gator bias here, Freddie Swain. All right, Neil. You know what? Like, looking at this, it definitely, in my opinion, looks like Miami has the more intriguing options. More realistic. Like, I mean, my God, if we could, I like Cam Wake, but like if you tell me I can get a +2 victory and flip Cam Wake to get Jalen Phillips, every day of the week I'm making that move. So that's where. Plus they're only 1-4. Maybe that means they're absolute butt cheeks, and we have a chance, a legit chance, to remain at top on the AFC South as we go into a Week 7 bye, 4-2, somehow, some way. So I feel like that's what we're gonna do. Now, because we won that last game, I adjusted the sliders a little bit. I'm not quite ready to go. Hey, we're going to go right exactly where we are with the Eagles franchise. But I knocked down a couple things just that felt a little easy. So we went from -5 on pass defense reaction. Went from 85 to 80. Pass coverage went from 85 to 80. And then down here, I bumped their wide receiver catching from 35 up to 40. I bumped their pass defense reaction time, their pass coverage, and tackling. All these went up 2-3 points each. Just because, it's not like for like. We're trying to compare the competitiveness and challenge for playing with an 85 overall Eagles team to trying to, it's just not going to be the same with a 67 overall team. But again, I think for this series in particular, because we're 3-2 as the worst team in the NFL, there definitely could be an uptick in difficulty. I will say that anytime we get a victory that's from the sim, kind of doesn't really reflect our actual playing. But then still, for games that we've been on the sticks, we're 2-1. So take that for what it's worth. So either way, let's get into our weekly strategy. Let's go take on the Dolphins here. Get a big player. Hopefully we win. So we got to figure out how we're going to stop Mr. Tua Tagovailoa. Well, I'll tell you right now, we're going to not defend the deep pass. We are very much worried about the checkdowns. That's what Tua is all about. So let's kind of take that away. Defensively, they have a pretty good takeaways. So we need to protect the football. Let's run it inside. Yep, keep it on the ground with Chuba Hubbard. That's probably going to be our best way to win there. I think we need to make a slight change it probably will have to be Josh Palmer for the time being, buddy. Because we're going to have to give this to Caleb Farley. He needs the reps, higher ceiling. I actually don't know what his dev trade is. I'm going to guess and assume that it's a star dev for Caleb Farley, but it could be something crazier. You know, I know Swami was a big fan of him, as he has an ACL sprain. I know, who else got one? Dennis, practice squad. So we got ACL sprain in his first practice, Caleb Farley. So it's got to be a week until he makes his debut. Ankle sprain for backup guard, Desjardins. That's fine. Oh, that's annoying, though. You want to play with your shiny new toy. You just got to stay wrapped up with got a fullback upgrade. That's what you want to see. Malik Irons. Let's go, baby. Looking good, 51 overall. I'm sure he's going to make some plays for us this year. But you want to play with your shiny new toy, and we're going to have to wait another week. But you got the bye to get healthy, and hopefully he'll be ready to go against Seattle with the sim. Let's go beat Miami. All right, this game's in England, I think. Of course. You know, you put the shitty teams... Put the shitty teams in England. Give them that game. Make those fans feel healthy. And it's a home game. I mean, we are the Jags, so that kind of makes sense. But and we're in the fucking Spurs Stadium. Ugh. Absolute disgusting. If you don't know anything about England soccer, Spurs, Tottenham, worst team in the league. Honestly, if you like them, it just kind of shows that you're remedial a little bit, honestly. In terms of soccer, if you like they do, it's absolutely disgusting. Go Arsenal. Hey, let's go, Clay. I thought I was getting ready to throw that away. So I'm going to go from the 4. It's Chuba Hubbard fighting his way up to the 1-yard line. We're going to keep this one on the ground. Hopefully it's a 4-down territory. Chuba is sucking wind. Hopefully he has enough to get a push here. And he does. Untouched. Chuba Hubbard. Doesn't have a lot of touchdowns. I think that might be only his 3rd touchdown of the year. But effective. On the road in England. Getting the new fans behind the Vancouver Grizzlies. Oh, shit. Alright. Swing and a miss. I actually forget to. Mike Gesicki is really like... He might be like a top 5 athlete at the tight end spot. What we got here? A little wildcat. And it works! How do we... R.I.P. Tony Sperano. Is that Ronnie Brown out there? 3rd inches on the 7. Very dark end zone. I don't know if... Oh, come on, man. Missed the sack. Threw it away. Probably got to sell. They're going for... I like that. I like that they're going for it. We got Singleton. I'm actually going to... Yeah, we're going to try to cover Gesicki here if they throw it. They don't. Let's dice... Oh, let's go. Wait, did he get that? What a play by Philip Lindsay. On top of bodies. Extends for the 1st down. God damn. And then a wide open Mike Gesicki. Dolphins tie this one up. Well, that was just way too aggressive from the D lineman. Help me remember. He was the thumbnail of the last video, but he catches everything. Kelvin Benjamin catches everything. Get him in your franchise modes. I know he's sitting there in free agency, 61 overall or whatever. Get him. You have an injury at the tight end spot. Get him. 3rd and 3. We might be in field goal. I'm not exactly sure what the wind is. But we don't even want to think about that because we're going to get this 1st down. We're going to go to Kelvin Benjamin. He's going to make the play. He's going to hit a stiff arm. And he's going to make these guys look foolish. 2nd and 10. Oh, we got him. How do you miss that? I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you can remember a quarterback's like 65 overall. That is a wide open for like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, like wide open. And you sail it. I want to be critical, but I mean, Streveler's made, that's the first, like, there's a throw there, and he made a bad throw that I think we've had all season. That's still fucking killer. Oh, there goes Myles Gaskin. Big run there. Almost into Grizzly territory. Is that Waddle? They do need to add his celebration into Madden, I think. That'd be a good feature. There we go. The Canadian Christian Covington. Now healthy. Got him back from injury a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, maybe. He's going to be a big-time player. Absolutely just mollywops 53. We got Hecht, who's actually another Canadian. Gallimore, Canadian. Let's go. He throws it to Jalen Waddle short. They could go for it. I think they're going to take the points and get the lead. Which they do. There you go. 10-7. Let's make up for that bad pick on the last drive. All right, Doug's play calling here is not inspiring confidence. 2nd and 10. And he just calls like an amazing run play. Chuba Hubbard has that almost get away from the cop speed. Shout out Gus Johnson. Oh, that would have been nice to get that tutty. Well, let's go. That's a big play. I was literally just roasting Doug for calling like a bullshit run. He knows what he's doing. He's won a Super Bowl. There we go. Chuba Hubbard gets his 2nd score of the game. We got 1 full star on pink slip scoring already for Chuba, and it's not even halftime. 3rd and 7. This is the moment the Dolphins decide they want this game to be a shootout, or they're going to realize they can't hang with the big dogs. They can't hang. Okay, well, okay, maybe they can hang. Good pass. Oh, that's a good pass. I guess Gesicki. Singleton brings him down. Fringe field goal range with 1 timeout. Let's see how they handle this. Love to get pressure. He's out of bounds. He almost killed himself, and he was out of bounds, thankfully. Damn it. And you know what? 2 got him in field goal range. That was well executed. They should be able to hit this kick and go into halftime only down 1. There's a trick play? Okay, I don't know. Hey, Nathan Shepard. Another Canadian getting himself on the sack sheet today. And he just, oh, wow. Tua ran into a sack, broke the sack, and ended up still netting 1 yard. But the pressure way too much from the Grizzlies as we force another punt. All right, QB draw. Got to remind everyone our quarterback has almost 90 speed. And he gets violently thrown to the ground by Emmanuel Ogbah. So it's up 3rd and 7. We are in scoring range, but we want more. We want a touchdown. And still think we're in field goal range to make it a touchdown lead. That was a good blitz there by the linebacker, Jerome Baker, who's very much on our radar if we are able to win this game. Kick is up. It's a long one, 58. Said it was 57, 58, and Harula kicks it right through there. 7-point lead for the Grizzlies. Oh, wow. Gesicki is just making it too easy. It's very quickly. Dolphins are in Grizzly territory here. Let's get Hubbard going, man. He's had a quiet game. Supposed to be our premier pass rusher. Flashy pass rusher we won from the Bengals. Let's see it. Not seeing it. As Waddle. 20-yard catch. Oh, that's a great TFL in the backfield. Yeah, that's Justin Reed got back there from the safety spot. Let's go. 3rd and goal. Big time stand here. Who's supposed to be covering Gesicki here? We're gonna be Reed. And we're gonna try and find 88. And not let 88 make a play. It looks like that's a hold, and it's coming back. That's a very ridiculous catch by Isaiah Ford. I don't think it's gonna count. That's Austin Jackson with the hold. It is. Okay. Accept that. Back him up. 14 yards for a touchdown. Looks like they're, what? For a run, maybe? Bold. Unless they're in 4-down territory, that makes no sense to me. Huh. Third and 11, they're going to 4 vert. Okay. Let's figure this one out. And there's going to be game over. Right about there. Right about there, bud. I think we're going to be able to clear this one out. Why not, right? Impose your... You got a bunch of Brits here that are probably looking for a new team to root for. Let's make them fans of the Grizzlies. They can be Canada's team and England's team. Hat trick for Chuba Hubbard. 3rd touchdown of the game. And we're stealing a player from the Dolphins, baby. Oh, hey, it was coming. We had to get it before the game was over. Sack on Chuba Hubbard. There's the win. Nice little sack from Sam Hubbard. And we get to steal a player. Hopefully a great player. I don't know what the stars are going to... I think it's going to be 2 to 3. It wasn't dominant. We pretty much got all of our scoring from, the running back, Chuba Hubbard. But either way, we don't need a big-time upgrade. I'm telling you right now, as much as I respect the hell out of Cam Wake, I think we're going to be getting Jalen Phillips off the top of my head. But I'll go calculate the star rating. We'll be right back, and we'll figure out who we're getting from this victory. So looking at the star rating here, we beat the Miami Dolphins, which is worth 1 star. Other than that, it's very light. Looking at our player stats here, nothing for Streveler at QB. Chuba Hubbard with over 100 yards rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns is giving us 1 full star. Thank you very much, sir. Nothing from the receivers. Nice game from Claypool. Solid for Kit Benjamin. A lot of targets there. Defensively, 11 tackles, Singleton. Got a couple sacks, Shepard, Hubbard, and Covington. There's no pink scoring. We actually were very close with the gongs. Ty Long needed 1 more gong to get us a half star, but it wouldn't have made much of a difference for the total scoring. It ends up being a 2-star performance plus 4 upgrade that we can get from the Miami Dolphins. All right, so before we get to figure out who we're taking away from Miami, this is a first. We have a weekly award winner. And what we did in Pink Slips last time in Season 1, when you had a weekly award winner, you got a +2 to a stat that was position specific. So not speed, and then when you get it for quarterback, you're not doing throw power, but for like the other little things. So we got Chuba Hubbard here for his 171-yard rushing performance, 3 rushing touchdowns. Got the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Not only did he do that, he also earned himself like a base upgrade, which is awesome, for Captain Canada here. So we're going to give him 1 upgrade there for elusive back. And then we're going to go with the old ratings here and give him a +2 to something. Definitely not the spin move. I don't think I've ever used spin move once, but I think maybe ball carrier vision could be nice, depending on it. I also, let's see, I want to see maybe what's low ability. 82 for BCV, 75 brake tackle, 72 truck, 78 stiff, 85 change of direction. I mean, I'm at this point, which one of these two gives his rating, helps his rating? Doesn't move up there. Doesn't move up there, only receiving back. I don't think there's any upgrades that will actually help him go up to a 77 here. Does not. Okay, I'm thinking for this one, I'm going to, we'll go ball carrier vision. I thought about that all along. I was thinking change of direction or ball carrier vision. Well, we'll give him ball carrier vision for the time being, just because I want to get that up to an 85 or something like that. So Chuba got some love, and now it is time to break down this Dolphins roster and make the best upgrade we can as we enjoy our bye week. And this is a big time upgrade week. Taking no prisoners, honestly. We're going to flip Sharping, who is a 69 normal dev, 25-year-old guard. Frost and Jackson, +0, 69 star, only 22. So we're getting younger, same rating, upgrade on dev trade. Beautiful. Then, sadly, again, getting the territory of Canadians. I like keeping Canadians on the team, but this was we had a bunch of Canadians at D-tackle. Covington, odd man out, 2070, 71 normal, not bad, had his first sack of the year. But then we have Raekwon Davis here, 72, younger, 3 years younger, plus a star dev trait. So that is still only using +1, and we're landing 2 prospects here. Then we're finishing sending a legend back home to finish his career off. He came here, got his 100th sack, came out of retirement for the Vancouver Grizzlies. Now he's able to go back to finish out the right way, retire as a Dolphin. We're going to be sending the legendary Cam Wake, 74 normal, to bring in Jalen Phillips, 77 hidden dev rookie out of Miami. Absolutely a massive upgrade on all 3 levels. Very, very happy with this. Thank God we decided to play the Dolphins. Okay, so we have a lot to process here before we get into the second game here. It's a nice looking Seattle team, 4-3. First things first, we did get 10 more staff points for the Dougler, Doug Peterson. If anyone gets that reference, the Dougler, you'll get bonus points in the comment section. Actually, I can't even upgrade anything. These are all 20. So that's kind of lame. Also, need to get out of here and take a look. We have a scouting thing. National focus for our team. I think for where our squad's at, honestly, looking at the strength of the national side. Wide receiver, corner, left tackle. I think we're probably going to be in the market here for corner, even though our specialty is quarterback. Let's just kind of focus on the corners of this class. The Stingleys, the Sauce Gardners, the familiar faces. We already know the Canadians. It's about the non-Canadians that we want to be more familiar with. We have an upgrade. Very nice. One of our new players. It is not. We have Sean Oakman and Nate Hawley. Oakman, 6 TFLs. I'll never forget that. It's probably been the most dominant defensive performance we've had all season long. And he's from a guy that's sub 60 overall. We'll put the point here, Nate Hawley. Man, I don't want to be... I'm pretty sure Nate Hawley's not white guy. Could be wrong. Feel like that's not him, though. Feel like maybe Madden needs to adjust that just a little bit. And the good news, we have a breakout scenario here. Bad news is that it's the sim, so I have no control over whatever's going to happen here. It is Chuba Hubbard, Tom Savage. He's had his eye on Chuba Hubbard for a while here. He's sitting on the normal dev. So we are looking for Chuba to get up to a star dev, needs 2 touchdowns or 100 total yards from scrimmage. Might get that in the sim, honestly. I don't think that's that unrealistic to get him up to a star dev, and he absolutely deserves that. Our team ahead of this matchup against Seattle. A couple changes here to the lineup because we just gained 3 players from the Miami Dolphins. We have Jackson will now go at guard. He could honestly almost play a tackle if we wanted to. Why is that? There we go. We got Hunter there at guard. It's pretty bad, but I'm like, whoa. 51. We can do better than that. Let's get our 56 guard out there. But we added Jackson to the offensive line, which will help for sure. And then you look at the defensive side of the ball. Jalen Phillips, an outside linebacker. It's going to be the debut of the very nice Caleb Farley for us out here, which is nice. And then I'm thinking we'll give Raekwon Davis a start at defensive tackle for the specialist. I don't think too much is going to change. We have Phillips as a pass rusher. Yeah, I kind of like how everything else there is lining up. And now it's just about getting the strategy, getting the training done for this Seattle game. How do we want to stop them? We want to stop Russell Wilson. How do you stop Russell Wilson? We're going to defend the deep pass. I agree with what was suggested for us. Defensively, they got Bobby Wagner. They got a couple emerging players. I think, again, for our game plan, if this has any impact over how the sim plays, just feed Chuba. If we're going to lose, at least do everything you possibly can to get that dude that dev trade. I would be very happy to get that star dev for Chuba. At the pace that he's setting statistically, he's probably going to earn a dev trade at the end of the season anyways. But, we hit this star dev trait right now. He hits that dev at the end of the season. That's going to be going from a star to a superstar, which just makes it that much important and much more valuable for our squad. So without further ado, let's get into this game here against Seattle. See if we can keep our winning streak alive and remain first place in the AFC South. Okay, we are here for game 2, and it's Saturday, so my son decided to join me for watching us sim this. Say hi.
Hi.
Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite football team?
The Eagles.
Damn right it is. All right, we're losing. He's not very good. So here's going to be the thing, T. Usually if I lose a game, one of my players gets dinged. One of my players gets worse. And it's looking very much like we're about to lose this game. We're losing 21-3. We got our first touchdown there. So usually I go to a little spin the wheel. A little wheel spinner that picks which one of my players loses a point. I'm going to let you pick. I'm going to show you my whole team after this. Because we're getting absolutely smoked. And you can pick the player that gets, I don't know, gets nerfed. I don't know. What's the word? I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, you know, in Pokemon, when Pokemon stinks, they faint. So you get to pick, like, which one of my players faints after this game kind of deal. Deal? Because we got absolutely roasted. 35-17. Let's look at our stats very, very quickly. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks for Streveler for our team. 372 yards. That's the most passing yards he's had. 51 for Chuba, of course. 50, 60, 70, 80. Finished with 82 yards. He needed 18 more to get a dev trait. That would have been awesome, but we can't swear. We have a child here. 113 yards, 9 catches for Palmer. 5 catches, 90 yards for N'Keal Harry. Claire had a touchdown. Claypool had a touchdown. Defensively, 9 tackles. St. Juste back in the lineup. That's cool. Didn't know when that happened. 2 TFLs for Hubbard. Not 1 sack. An interception from Javon Holland, but a very, very disappointing game from a score standpoint, and more importantly, not getting a dev trait from Chuba Hubbard. Ridiculous. Jeez. All right, let's look at a breakout. We just gotta rub it in that we didn't achieve it. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have clicked it because, you know what? Screw it. I'm giving him the dev trait anyways. He earned it. If we were playing, we would have got that. If people want me to revert it, I will revert it in the comments. If people don't care, I'm keeping it as is. 12 yards shy. He had 150 a week ago. You know what? No, we won't. We won't. We got to go in here anyway. My kid's going to pick which player goes down. I'm not. We're at that spot where we've got too many wins anyways. I will put it this way. I'll take the points. I'll take the 10,000 XP that we got for Chuba Hubbard. I think that's fair given how well he's played for us this year. But I will not greedily and unfairly, whatever way you'd want to toss it up, take the dev trade. But we'll nerf him here. And then my son's going to pick which one of our players is going down 1 rating. Again, not a big nerf, but it's a nerf still. I'm going to show you the team T, and you just literally point on the screen, and these guys will see which guy I make worse. So do you want it to be on the guys that score points, or do you want it to be the guys that stop from scoring points?
Stop from scoring.
Okay, you got to pick one guy on this team, on this picture.
On the bottom one?
Anyone. Any face on this, you get to pick one, and that'll be the player that will just go down 1 overall.
That's that one.
This guy?
Yeah.
Why this guy? He's one of my best players. Why do you want him to go down overall? He's from Manitoba. Can you say his name? David Onyemata.
I can't say.
You can't say that? No? Too hard? Can you try? Did you just give me the middle finger? What are you doing there? Alright, luckily it only takes 1 awareness point to get him down to a 79, but he's also at that age of 28. Takes a long time to get him back up. So there we go. One of our team captains, one of our best players. My son savagely nerfs him a little bit. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What do you want to do right now? You want to open Pokemon cards? What?
Pokemon.
Pokemon? Alright, I guess I gotta go play some Pokemon. That'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you for tuning in to a special, well, not even special, just worked out this way. Thank you for all the support. Guess what?
What?
In the last 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
so pretty much since Christmas break started,
Mm-hmm.
I got 1,000 new subscribers.
Wow.
Is that cool? 1,000. 1,000. That's like everyone in your school just started watching me.
Plus me?
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy? Awesome. All right, thank you guys very much for watching. It's always first time stopping by. Don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button.
Like and subscribe.
Come on, that's the cutest thing you've ever heard. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you back on Monday. Go Eagles. Go Grizzlies.